Hi, welcome to Your Turn Online. My name is Adam Smith, and tonight I would like to talk a little bit about participation. A few years back I was having a conversation with some pre-voters, teens basically, and the conversation came around to current issues, and I was really surprised. At first, when I started talking to them, I didn't think they really cared about the issues. And what I found out was that they didn't think people cared about what they thought. And that was kind of sad to me. So I had been thinking that what I wanted to do was to create a website or a radio station, some kind of a forum where they could talk about the issues that were important to them. Now, I also have to say that one of the other things that I was really astounded by was the fact that they weren't so much interested in left-right politics as they were interested in the idea that there's a solution somewhere. They were interested in meeting halfway, somehow, some way, for the greater good, so to speak. And I was really impressed with that. And with that in mind, I think it's important that I provide at least some information, the basic framework, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, to provide that information so that they have at least a good understanding of what they can do in their system. And when I say what they can do, a good proof of that is look at Egypt. I mean, Egypt has essentially called themselves out to create the government that they want. And a lot of it is because of social media like this. So it's important. There are things that the younger generation can do that we couldn't do in our day. I know when I was younger, nobody ever really talked to me about politics. It wasn't any of my business. At least that's the impression I got. But it was my business, because I was going to be coming up in the world, and it was going to be up to me to be able to help solve the problems of the day. And nobody really encouraged that, and I think that's kind of sad. So I want to do something that's positive, and I want to do something that a lot of people can participate in, because I think that the participation issue is the big thing. I made a rant about the word apathy, and a lot of people probably remember that. But it is true. Apathy is one of our biggest problems, and I think my generation has kind of accepted the fact that, well, they're damned if they do and they're damned if they don't. There isn't anything they can do. They're just going to do what they want. But that's not true, because this is still a government that is based on we the people. And we the people, meaning old, young, left, right, we all have to coexist together. We all have to find some common ground that we can work with. It's just that simple. You know, I don't particularly want to call anybody a name or, you're a knucklehead for believing what you believe. You're entitled to what you believe. And I don't begrudge you that. And I think a lot of the younger kids today feel the same way. They would just like to see somebody actually do something, follow through, get something done. So, with that in mind, it is your turn online. Please feel free to comment, say what you like. If you have an issue you want to talk about, or if you see something on this website that you think should be better, please, by all means, contact me. Let me know what your suggestions are, and I'll be happy to implement them if I can. Thank you very much. This is Your Turn Online.